Gentlemen of the press, good morning. In reaction to what has happened to me, I reviewed several times, from beginning to the end, the interview I granted. I also shared the interview I granted to friends, elders, leaders in this country to review and get back to me to tell me whether I have said anything that is not true or that is wrong in that interview. And unanimously, the people I shared with, and my conviction too, tells me that I did not do anything wrong. I did not say anything wrong. And therefore, I want to state that I stand by all my statements in the interview I granted. Secondly, the party that recommended to the Senate that I should be removed from being the chief whip of the Senate, I take that as an act of God, because if it is God that gave me that position, it is God that took it through APC, so I bear no grudges about that. After all, I did not contest to be the chief whip. I did not contest to be the vice chairman of appropriation committee. I contested to be the one of the senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And alhamdulillah, God granted me that victory. And I'm happy with God, what God has given to me. This morning I shared with you, I am an ardent follower, historical follower of a former famous American President Theodore Roosevelt. I want you to state or the quote that I say, but briefly, it says, it is unpatriotic to stand by the president in whatever he does. It is patriotic to speak the truth to not only the president, but anybody for that matter. It is unpatriotic not to speak the truth to power or to anybody, and I still stand by that. In doing so, it is also known that in Hausa, let me put it in Hausa, that Allah yana tare da mai gaskiya, that God is always with the person that speaks the truth. So I know that I'm not wrong, the people are not wrong by speaking the truth and standing by the truth. And I pray that the president, who now I expect the message I've gotten to him, to look at what I have said and take appropriate measures to eliminate the sufferings of the people. People are suffering. People are suffering. People are angry. People are not happy. I'm happy that yesterday the president agreed with NLC to increase the salary to 70,000 naira, which is a good move. But it takes more than that, because realistically, that is like a bag of rice, a money that will maybe buy a bag of rice or cover the cost of bag of rice. So I encourage, or I call on to the president to still open up and listen to the people. The president, I knew, had infiltrated access to people. If you go to Borderland, as I said, you will see, you will know from far whether he's there or not. If you go to Lagos House in Abuja, if he's in Abuja, on turning, you will know whether the president is there or not. I think he should think about that and get back to it. Then, on me leaving the party, I'm a founding member of APC. In fact, I can say I was in APC before the national chairman, because I'm a member of the NPDP that formed the APC, joined the coalition that formed the APC. And I did not do that just like that. It is in consultation with my people that I joined APC. We were the 22 senators that joined to form APC. We were called NPDP then. And if you check history and look at the list of the senators, my name is number 21 out of 22. That was because I initially did not want to join APC because of some people that are in the coalition. But I used this word, ordered by Buhari and current President Tinubu to sign to join the APC in Imo Government Lodge. And it was Rochas Okorocha who was hosting us that was sent to summon me to Imo Government Lodge, where Buhari came with the list and asked me to sign. Tinubu was sitting there, I was sitting there, only the three of us were called aside to sign. So I'm not a new member. I didn't join APC just like that. It was in consultation with my people that I joined APC. I take his advice and I will get across to my people. I am here in Maiduguri, as you know, because I'm bereaved, and I did not issue immediate statement because I didn't want to show or overreact on what has happened. Lastly, on me being removed from being chairman of Appropriation Committee, still, the Appropriation Committee was given to me not because I was desperate about it. No, it was because I was begged to accept the position of Chief Whip, knowing fully that I led the campaign for emergence of Apabio as the Senate President. And I was begged to to choose whichever committee I want to be the vice chairman. And I chose appropriation in order to stand for my people and make sure that there is justice in whatever they do. So it's not like I'm desperate. They have been removed. And I learned, because nobody wrote to me, that I've been given chairman of tourism. I want to state here that I beg to decline or to reject the offer for 2 reasons or 3. 1, you must do something that you are not interested. I'm not a tourist. I don't have visa to any country as I'm speaking to you now because I don't travel a lot. I have never been to China, I have never been to India, I've never been to France. In fact, I've never been except America that I schooled and London that I used to go, but even that, I cannot remember going any of these countries for the last 10 years or more. So I'm not interested in accepting the Committee on Tourism for the 2 reasons I told you. I'm inexperienced in that. I'm not, I don't know anything. I'm not knowledgeable about tourism. So I would, if any, prefer to remain as an ordinary member so that I can learn about tourism and something like that. Besides, I have committees already that I'm contented with, so I want them to note that I'm not interested. And finally, I want to call on the numerous supporters to remain calm, be law-abiding, and also pray for this government. Pray for Nigeria, and pray for the country. We are passing through the most difficult time in the history of this country, especially when it touches on, lack of, because there is the World Food Program. I've said that there's going to be scarcity, there's going to be hunger, and already these indices have shown, even now, Nigeria is ranked as one of the countries that is top on food insecurity, with over 38 million that are facing food insecurity. And that is in addition to the insecurity of Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping, and separatists in the southeast that we are facing. So Nigerians need to pray Nigerians need to support the government in whatever way, so that if the president or the government succeeds, we will be better off. If it fails, the poor masses will be the first victim. I want to thank you for your time. So many people have called upon me to go to court, to take my case to court, because due process have not been followed in meting out punishment to me. As I said before, I depend on God. I believe in Allah. I've already, and He already has taken note of this, so I'm not going to go to court. I leave this issue in the court of Almighty Allah. That is all I can say about people, and please, they should believe in God. It is God that does everything. Even if I go to court, it is God that will decide the outcome of the case. So I don't want to waste my time going to court. I leave my case in the hands of Almighty Allah. Thank you. Now.